Hello, welcome to Command Post, the how-to video on adding custom project fields. If you're at your dashboard, go to a project. When we look at this project, we have fields that are organized by sections. All of these sections and field orders align with the modal that allows you to add and edit project information, whether you're updating it or clicking on a new lead or project. These project fields come standard, but if you need additional fields, you can always add whatever fields you want. Let's take a look at how to do that. We'll go to our profile in the upper right here. We'll click on Settings, and then we'll choose Projects, and then Project Fields. The same sections are on this table that you saw on the project page, and all the fields are organized within those sections. If we go here to click on Manage, it puts them in a way that we can actually change the order of the fields by clicking and holding and dragging a field down to another area. We can put fields in an order within a section or move it to another section by dragging and dropping it. This plus means enable this field. The minus means take it out of my project. The first column indicates the section. The second column indicates the name of the field. This name will be used on the project page and other web pages that utilize that information. The short name is used for report headings, where you have columns and may need to save space. The stage determines when this field will appear in the project lifecycle. The type is the data type that you actually want to add. For instance, a rating is a 1 to 5 rating of stars, such as something on rating how much you like a particular restaurant. A date field is exactly that. It's a date, and you can have a time also. You have text input. You have number input. You have a single select drop-down list. And then you also have a multi-select drop-down list. You could also have a checkbox. Then there's a definition. The definition is used to let people know, if they're not familiar with that field, actually what's supposed to go there and how that field is used in your system. Let's take a look at some of these. Here you can see the rating, the name, the definition, when this is supposed to show up, what section it will be under. If it's a required field, which means that if that information is not entered when they add a project, they can't save that project. Always show in the view more means we want it there, but we want to be able to have it in the overflow and not show it all the time. And then you have your input type, in this case is rating. We can determine the scale, 1 to 5. We can decide what kind of icon to have. We can set a color for the icon, and we can allow half-star ratings, such as 4.5. I can save this, and that's how that one works. A date input for this, in this case, field measure, is the same up here. Above this line is always the same. Below this line is where you pick the actual type of data input you want. Showing on the calendar means it will show up on the company calendar. Allowing the time means you can specify not only the date, but the actual time. And the greater than or less than is a parameter that will allow you to restrict what kind of dates can be entered in a field. For example, if it's a follow-up date in the future, then we should limit it to not allowing people to put things in the past when they enter a date. Number input is straight number. You can decide to allow negative numbers or decimals, however you want, and you can actually put a unit. In this case, this says square feet, but it could be lots, units, and anything you want to track. And then on this, you can set a default value if there is one. Single select means you can only choose one of these items. Multi-select would allow you to choose more than one of these items. A checkbox simply provides a box to check. The default value means if I check this box, it'll always be checked from the beginning. If it's unchecked, it will be unchecked from the beginning. If you want to add a field, you just come up here, click Add, enter the information you have here, show what stage you want this to first appear, what section you want it to show up in, and of course, remember, we can always drag and drop this to a different section if you change your mind. And you're picking what type of input you want to have in here. Text, number, date, single select, multi-select, checkbox, and radio is a round circle with a dot in it when it's selected, and it can either be on or off, so it's a toggle much like the checkbox and the rating as we discussed. If you have any questions, please let us know. Thank you for your time.